Hi, it's Matt here from Go Green Autos. So this video is about the folding mirrors on a Nissan Leaf, and it's a sort of common issue on these that the mirrors get very stiff and creak as they fold in, and Nissan are actually replacing these under warranty. I've seen many people I've seen on the internet get them replaced because they get stiff and creaky, but actually all that needs doing is they just need lubricating. So hopefully this video would help you, and I would suggest it's easier to just lubricate the mirrors rather than losing your car for a few days in a dealership while they replace them. So this one is a 30 kilowatt hour 2017 car, and if I just push the switch there, the mirrors are working fine on this one. And there's nothing wrong with them at all, but I'm going to show you how to lubricate them because the last car I did that did need it, I'd forgotten to film it, and I thought, well, this will make a useful video because there's not much information about this out there on the net. So yeah, I thought I'll lubricate these anyway because it's only going to help this as this car gets older, and this one is due to go out to the new owner in the next couple of days anyway. So all you need for this job is some ideally some trim tools to pop that mirror out, but not essential. You can use your fingers, don't use a screwdriver, and then you need some lubrication, and my favourite lube is white grease. I think this stuff it just works excellent because it hangs around for a long time and doesn't get washed away, but you could also use some silicone lube as well. But I do tend to find white grease just lasts for years, and it's very handy stuff to have and cheap as well. So the first job is we've got to pop the mirror glass out, and to do that you just get your fingers underneath and pull it out. It feels a bit daunting if you haven't done it before, but those clips just clip onto the motor, and interestingly, even though this is a Tecna, it doesn't have a heating element, so there would normally be a wire heating the glass, but yeah, that's strange. I would have thought these were heated. Anyway, neither here nor there. And then what we basically got to do is lubricate up inside here, and this is where you need a straw on it, and you've got to get the straw up into the back of the mirror to lubricate the motor system or the mechanics down inside the pivot area down at the back there. So if I just get my torch here, and hopefully you can see where I mean, and what you're trying to do is get the lubrication down at the end of the straw here, and you'll see there is a column, and you get the straw up into the top, and you want to be spraying down to this point here. So bend your straw in there and just fill this with well, not fill it, but you know, spray an awful lot of lubrication so it runs down to this contact point at the bottom, and that will do the job well. So when you've done that, if you then just push the button and make that go backwards and forwards quite a few times to get that lubricant in that point, then if your mirrors are creaky, you'll notice slowly they will be less creaky and move more freely. And you could also, if you wanted to, spray a bit inside the seam there, but if you're using white grease it does all get a little bit messy, but that will all help as well if you want to spray a bit around there. I guess if you're using the silicone spray it's going to be fine and won't make so much of a mess. And to assist that, you can of course push the mirror in, and you could get to a little bit more area there, and you can push it round the other way to get in there. But what I found is lubricating round here doesn't make an awful lot of difference. The key is getting it down inside here. And then when you're finished, you obviously pop the glass back on. So line it up and push in the middle of the glass with a flat hand, and that will then pop back on. If it's cold like it is today, what I'll often do is just put a heat gun or use a hairdryer and just warm the plastic up a bit, because cold plastic is brittle and lugs can snap. So if it's all warm, it all gets a bit softer, and it's just much easier to use and less chance of bits of plastic breaking. But that will pop on. Just lay your hand very flat so you're not putting so you're spreading the load of your hand, but these pop on so easily. If you're not used to taking these mirrors off, it can feel a bit daunting at first, but of course you're not touching the glass because you've got this plastic backing, and all the glass is supported by the plastic backing, so not much risk of breaking it. They are quite robust. And obviously repeat it for the other side, and that should help a lot. And using white grease, genuinely it does last a very, very long time. So yeah, as always, if you like this video, please do click the thumbs up. That really does help other people find the channel, and I hope that helps.